Why this is the make or break season for wholesale real estate. What's up, YouTube? It's Matthew here. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to talk about why this is the best time to wholesale real estate right now. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below. So reason number one, it's winter season. And with winter season, you have a slower buying season, right? Home buyers are not looking to buy a home during the holidays. They don't want to move during Thanksgiving, Christmas, or even New Year's. But this is the best time because sellers are online. They want to sell their home, but they know a lot of buyers are not buying at this moment. This is when you, as a real estate investor, as a wholesaler, can come and approach them, and you can even get a discount off their property, whether they took off their property off the market because they know it's the winter season, and you can go to those failed listings and reach out to them off market and get a bigger discount. And of course, going off market, they will give you an even bigger discount because they're no longer paying a seller agent, right? Because they're off market. They're not obligated necessarily. Depends on what their contract says between them and their seller's agent or whatnot, but usually since they're not paying as much in commission, they can give you that as a discount on the home price. And if their property needs work or it's been listed and they still couldn't sell, that's when you can come in as a wholesaler. Now, that's probably a minor reason why this is the make or break season for wholesale real estate, but to me, the biggest reason why this is the make or break season for wholesale real estate is because of the economic uncertainty that's happening and the fact that we have lower home sales right now and people are canceling out of their contracts. Those reasons are the main reason why this is the best time to wholesale real estate. So whether this was happening during the hot spring and summer home buying season, those reasons are still more important. So right now, according to Redfin, sellers are getting ghosted. 15% of home buying contracts were canceled in September. Just over 53,000, right? You had that during the pandemic. You had that when the market started to slow down in 2022. You had that in 2023 a little bit, a spike then, and it went down in 2024, and then spikes again. So it usually spikes around the winter season. This is usual, but that's up from 13.6 a year earlier. So you have these sellers who thought they were going to sell their home, and then bam, someone just canceled out their contract and they left. And because of that, they're still on the sideline and they still want to sell their home. This is when you as a wholesaler can come in and get the property at a discount. And so I think this is huge, and a lot of people are overlooking this. And you can get this this information so many different ways by looking on Zillow, looking at failed listings on PropStream. If you all are interested in PropStream, check my link down below. But for example, they have this MLS part right here, and you can look at canceled contracts. So if I go over here and I select MLS, and then you can select all, or you can just select canceled properties. And it shows you a couple canceled properties, right? Let me see what else they have. They have canceled. They have expired listings, which is a great list to target. That has way more. If you see on the right side, I know it's a little faded, but they have 5,900 right here. So if I exit out of this, I put failed listings, which I don't know what's the difference between failed and, well, failed is probably it didn't sell. Expired, they just took it off. And you can do that. Another thing that you can do withdrawn. So they actually took their property off of the market, maybe because it's been listed for so long, right? And it didn't sell, right? And then another great thing that you can do is days on market. You want it to be in a minimum. Let's say you want it to be like they had a lot of distress, so you want at least 50 days on the market, and then they withdrew the property. That's a great list to target. Once again, if you're interested in PropStream, you can get it for free for 7 days using my link down below. All right, you all. So this is a great time and a great way to find these properties right now using PropStream. So that's one big reason this is the make or break season for wholesale real estate, is because people are canceling out of their contract because there's a lot of uncertainty happening. Another reason why this is a good time to wholesale real estate is because of this. Mortgage rates are falling, right? We know the administration is they want to cut rates, right? The Fed wants to cut the rates, and so that's going to happen essentially. Right now, we're almost under 6%. Look at the time of filming this video, October 26, 2025, it's at 6.09%. I was reading a stat. I think that's the lowest it's ever been in the past 3 years, close to that 6% level, right? And this is the average. This is average, right? If you have a high credit score over 750, right, or over 700, you're already in the fives. You're probably in the fives already, which is great, right? So 6.09 is incredible. All right. And so why is this important? This is important because once this goes into 5.5, home prices are going to go back up. All right, you all. So this is, so you're seeing this drop, right? And you're seeing home buying is slowing down. You need to take advantage right now. Once rates start going lower and lower and lower, more people are going to go in the market, and that's going to drive up prices. Another reason why this is important is because your end buyer, your cash buyer, they're looking at these rates and they want to hold these properties as a rental or even their hard money loan, right? Their interest rates will be lower, right? Because rates are lower. So this is a great aspect to why this is the make or break season for wholesale real estate. Now, another reason is that new listings start to creep up, would-be home buyers back off, so there's way more inventory, and so there's way more options for you to find discounted property. So there's more inventory, there's more opportunities for big companies, small wholesalers, beginner wholesalers to take advantage of this time. So I think this is a great time to get started, to look at properties that you can wholesale. Now, let's say what we have. We have places like Austin, Texas is the strongest buyer's market with over twice as many homes sellers as buyer. That is insane, right? So essentially, you have 1 million people who want to sell their homes, but only 500,000 people want to buy homes. So what does that do? That lowers the price, right? So this is important to understand that. And there are only five remaining sellers market. The strongest one is in Newark, New Jersey. So most places are in the buyer's market or a flat market, right? And this is the perfect time for wholesalers to buy properties. So make sure you all take advantage of all that. Now, another reason why people are not buying homes at the moment is because of there's a lot of economic uncertainty right now, right? Because home prices are still high relative, right? We still have high groceries, we have high rent, we have high everything, right? And so people are holding off making a big purchase like buying a home when all these other things are expensive, right? They'll just continue renting at the moment, right? Or living in with their parents a little bit longer, or hey, I'm going to hold off getting the baby right now so we don't need a bigger house right now. So all of these things are playing a role right now on why the market is softening at the moment. But this is the opportunity for us as wholesalers, as real estate investors, to find deals, to find properties that are discounted that we can sell to other investors. All right, you all, hope you all enjoyed this video. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment down below, and I'll talk to you all later.